Then I realized the heat is coming from my face. Nikasikia kichwa yangu ni mzito. It's actually very heavy. So I just pulled out. Nikachukua simu nikafungua front camera. I was like, no way, that's not my face.
This is not something you want to see.
My mom was so sure I'm dying.
Oh,
like my
really?
mom said, she actually literally kept seeing me dead.
What's up, everybody? My name is Lily and welcome to yet another episode of Chats with Lily on Tuko Extra. Thank you very much, guys, for always loving us and just being, our community. Thank you very much. And so today I'm here with a very dear friend of mine. We're going to have a conversation, not even an interview. So you sitting there, unasikia mushene yetu. Period. Ukoaje Surat?
Sasa na siti ukoaje?
Uko salama, salimia watu wako wale wamekumiss.
Hi people. Sasa ni watu wagani wangu. Hi people. As we continue, I want to make a disclaimer. Kucha yangu imetoka nikikuja. This has caused me trouble before. I had all nails before I came.
Oh my God, I remember that thing.
Guys, I had all nails before I walked in here. Yes, please. I was trolled for a month.
Oh God.
Guys, be nice. God is good. I have changed. For heaven's sake, I'm not even recovered fully. This is Annitah Raey. I am a mother. I am a media personality. I've been on radio 10 years now. I do a lot of mental health activism. I do gender-based violence activism. I believe that we should do more to protect our girls, women, and children. Yeah? And also, at the moment, I'm doing awareness for Bells Palsy because I got sick, didn't know what it was, and I feel like we should talk about it more.
Now that you've just hit it there like that, tell us about the Bells Palsy, because I remember, we talk a lot on social media and everything, and I noticed at some point, umeenda missing. Lakini sasa vile ulirudi on TikTok, I saw your video and you're telling us you've been sick, and I was like, what? Yeah, so how did that happen?
I was in Kilifi. I was doing volunteer work for an NGO. I think my downfall is going to be volunteering or giving back to people.
Don't say that.
I believe that the best way to live is servitude to others. So we can help others. Kitambo used to hate it, but now I think it's one of my biggest strengths, So I was in Kilifi helping out some girls. SGBV, helping them with sanitary towels. And then our driver got dengue fever. It's called Dagi. So I laughed at him. God, macho ilikuwa imefura. He looked like amepigwa na nyuki. I laughed.
Surely, Annitah, at someone's lowest.
I know, it was funny. Because tulikuwa tunaenda mahali the next day, told him, Dagi lala. You really don't have to go. We can find. Apana, niko sawa. So he struggled. So we got him pawpaw leaves so that he can boil them and drink them. They help with dengue fever.
Oh, really?
Yes, they do. Because there's no cure. Like, you just take painkillers. It's a really bad disease. Akaniambia, wewe cheka tu itakutoanga. I was like, Dagi. Me, I work with repellent anyway. So I was coming back home on the 10th. Came back home on a Tuesday morning, got home. I came back Tuesday night, got back Wednesday morning, spent the day at home. Then my daughter got sick. So I took my daughter to hospital. So when I woke up Saturday morning, I told her, but then nasikia vibaya kabisa. Kambia, you want to go see a doctor? Kambia, I will go see a doctor. I was taking my daughter for her last injection. So nikimpeleka hospitali kambia udoki, but then nasikia vibaya, like siko sure na feel aje. I think like maybe it's malaria.
Kahoma.
Yeah, or something. Akaniambia, but uko sawa, you don't have a problem. Akanipima, mpaka nikapimwa sugar, I don't know for whatever reason.
To check how your body is doing. Sugar's doing a lating everything.
So akanipima malaria I didn't have. Nikamwambia most probably napata dengue fever. Akamwambia, then for that you take painkillers and water. All right, Sunday came, I was just feeling lazy. Yani na feel sit, mwili yangu itaki food, silali fit, I'm in bed but silali, I don't want to move around, like I was just lazy. Then I had a kapimpo hapa. I posted that picture today on my Instagram, by the way. I had a kapimpo hapa. Now Monday I started having a bad migraine on this side. It was a really bad migraine. And I told myself, siendi hosi, niliambiwa,
there's nothing wrong.
Piga concussions za nyumbani, mchamshia ginger sijui na nini, anakohoa amefungana. Oh my God, my medical doctors in Shago did the thing.
Hakuna kitu kukunywa.
Guy mpaka moruba, like aloe vera was boiled.
Just the thought in Kali.
I've taken a lot of shots of different things. That shot is shotting.
You don't even do
my
this.
My soul was shaking, My mom, my chief advisor, my medical doctor, Joki. PhD in medicine, akaniambia
traditional medicines.
Acha nikuambie wacha ilipuke.
Haya.
Ikilipuka ndio mzuri unawajaka for long. God. But akaniambia nisitoboe. So on Tuesday I had to go for a meeting in town. Nikavaa mask. You see the heat. Whole day sikutoa your mask. I'm telling you, in the evening ikuwa imefura because of the heat and everything. So I told my mom, it's actually becoming painful. My last one sister Jerry was like, unafaa upake Colgate ikauke.
Hey. From aloe vera to Colgate.
I have seen it all. Wednesday asubuhi, I remember I woke up because I slept at around 4. Niliamka hivi, I went to hospital. Like I just woke up and went to hospital. Nikaenda hosiko hapo hivyo home, sasa kusema ni gani nisiwaribie jina. Because it's a good hospital, that's why we've been going for long, that's where my daughter goes, you know. So I went to hospital. The doctor was pregnant, I'll never forget. So when she checked me, she said, any flu. So me, because I'm a Google doctor and I had Googled what I could have, I gave her options of the diseases I think I have. She was like, Kapana, you're overthinking, you know. Blah, 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 can explain, I can patia dawa. So she gave me 2 types of medication, an antibiotic, and akaniandikia cream ya kupaka. So when I first went home, nikameza hizo amenipea, I was like, nitaendea cream baadaye. I swear, nilimeza najua zile dawa za homa zifanya mtu walale. I slept. That Wednesday, I slept like a baby. So by evening, I told my sister, hiyo cream tutaendea kesho juu siumwi sana. Thursday came, and now the pimple had started spreading. Yeah?
So like there are many people.
It's not many actually, it's haka. Unajua, si ati ni twingi at the same time. Haka. I was like, sasa hizi pimples zinaniogopesha. If they are getting me, I love my face more than anything. So I was like, zinaniogopesha. I don't want to. Yeah, lakini God slaps you. You're like, you so.
Hii inafanya uringe hii. Acha nikuoneshe.
I was telling someone all my pictures are selfies. I'm self-obsessed with my face.
Definitely.
Oi, anyway. Sasa Thursday nikaanza kusikia hii kitu inawasha. So nikasema acha niende ile cream. So I was told to wash it, then nipake cream. So when I washed, even the marks where they are, I washed it. Then I told myself, do you imagine megusa huku, acha nipake nini? Me, Dr. Annitah, here you go. Dr. Annitah applied the whole face. Ikawasha a bit, venye nilipaka, I was like,
ndio inawaka.
Aki the mental, ati za
ndio inafanya kazi.
Inawasha ndio inachoma germs. It's not even funny. Nikapaka around saa 7. I remember I ate, I took my painkillers. Then I stayed up till like around 6. Nikapanguza tena nikapaka. Aza kisha kauka. Kwa nikipaka ilikuwa ya white. So nikapanguza tena afu nikasema acha nipake. Nikilala nilale tu sitapaka usiku. I'm telling you, I woke up at 11. Na niliamka juu nilikuwa sikia kichwa yangu ni mzito. And it was throbbing, like it was throbbing ile. And then nilikuwa nimejifunika, it's Limuru is cold. So I had a duvet and I had a blanket. And I'm sure I had slept in my sweater. Na socks. So nikiamka, I was like, hiyo joto ni too much. But then I realized the heat is coming from my face. Nikasikia kichwa yangu ni mzito. It's actually very heavy. So I just pulled out. Nikachukua simu nikafungua front camera. I was like, no way, that's not my face.
This is not something you want to see.
I know. Like I do. I was like, no. So I'm calling my sister, sina sauti. So I'm calling, nikaanza kumpigia simu. Wacha sister yangu anione. Hataki kunionyesha mimi ni mgonjwa, but alishtuka ya ukweli like,
what's going on?
Because this whole side ilikuwa imechomeka. So ikona ile when ichomeka it gets watery. It's like that. My sister tells me hii kitu nikaa imekuchoma. Now my face is like this. Wacha mama yangu anione. Ooh. Like no, everybody's reacting in. No, you see they're scaring me more. I am overthinking, I'm panicking, I'm getting anxiety zote. My pressure started going up.
Yeah, because also pain.
Yeah, sasa uchungu ilianza saa 5. I keep telling people I have a very high pain tolerance. I think it's because I find pleasure in pain. So it doesn't...
So giving BDSM, she finds pleasure in pain.
So uchungu ilikuwa very high, but sikuwa na feel at that moment. Until ikafika kitu saa 7. Me, I knelt down and told God, by the way, let's make a deal. You can actually take me. Imagine I am good. I've made peace. I have seen my parents. I've seen my kids. I have talked to my uncles. Please take me, but I am not going to feel this pain. It is too much. I kept telling my sister, even itapasuka.
Well, that news like...
Alafu, hausiumu na usiumu na hapa tu. It's one part of the face. And this part, I was actually holding on to it the whole... I was like, hii part itatoka. Ningosikia ni kama itapiga, like...
It took
Sure. At 6, I was dressed and ready for hospital. I was like, what anyone Hosi. Kufika Hosi, sina sauti. So it's my sister saying, this is her name. She's really in pain. She can't stand. She can't walk. I think that's the first time I saw my sister. My sister is wale watu wapendi kwa bwana pendo. I know akiwatch she be like, usiniongelele.
Not me.
And that's the first time I saw my sister emotional because she was actually worried. She's very strong, extremely strong. She was very worried. So by the time ule dokia nipimwe BP na nurse, alinipima 6 times and she kept asking me, which up to date doesn't make sense why she would repeat it instead of just giving me a painkiller or admitting me. She kept asking, hey, ni wewe umejileta? Hii nasa pressure iko juu sana.
I mean, I think the first thing should be a painkiller. I'm in pain, you can see my...
First time, writes it. Second time, writes it. That time, 6 times.
For what reason?
Anapima, she's shocked.
That umejileta.
So she tells the lady who walked me there, can you take her straight kwa doki? But then I can't nimeingia kwa doki. Kuingia kwa doki, akaangalia pressure, akaambia, you must be in a lot of pain. I was like, wow, Eureka.
Finally.
I've been saying this.
Oh.
So he was like, akanipea dawa ya kwanza.
Nothing. Sindano.
Akanipiga sindano sasa. So now nikakuwa niko, I can actually sit up. The whole time I was to sit up, I was in pain. I was walking like niko na uchungu wa life.
Damn.
So now I was told to sit up. This side is swollen, so I'm in a hoodie and I don't want to remove the hoodie. And the doctor was like, this looks like herpes.
Which doctor is that?
My problem
just
was,
bluntly saying.
But funny enough, I had actually Googled. I had told the first doctor that akakata.
But the herpes inanzanga the nini in the mouth, yeah.
No, me, I had never seen herpes on someone. But I've read that herpes can be transmitted, like by hugging, by kissing, by drink. Like I've read that.
Who are you with in Kilifi?
That's the thing. I've been celibate. Like I was so offended. I wish I had a good sex life. I would have doubted myself. You know, I'm here thinking, Lord, I have changed.
And then you're giving me this.
I've really changed. I'm going to church for heaven's sake. Why? Like, bro, any God did me dirty on that one. He did me dirty kabisa. So I was sent to the VCT center where you get tested for STDs, STIs, UTIs. The problem was not me being sent, is that I didn't have a voice. So when the lady said, I can't do a VCT, my sister had to say, and you should have seen her face. She was so worked up.
Like,
I went the first round. So I to adabu. Like I was so calm. I was in a place of, you know what, I'm so tired. You need to find this disease and tell me what medication will work because I'm really tired.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm busy. I was like, but then I told her, do me a favor. The small talk. Pima. So una whisper. Pima tu. Akapima, you were like, bring your urine. Pima's due for UTI, STI, STDs. And then that lady says, tumebo tumangalia hata gonorrhea. I was like, that's a lot. That's
now you're overdoing.
Overreact. I'm sure I could jagi kwa uso, you know. Went back to the doctors like after an hour and I was like, these are easy results. And they were like, mbona hauna infection? I was like, so finally, the doctor asked me, where were you, Kilifi? Google's viral infections in Kilifi, like comfortably. That young man, I'm sure below that.
After doing all that work in med
After
school.
me going to the lab twice, being pricked. Iya hapa sawa, kale hapa niko nachukia the most.
Even me, you know, I tell people this thing is so painful.
It is.
It's so painful.
Just pluck the blood from the veins, niko sawa.
After we to a VCT.
So akaniambia, this is a viral infection. And I laughed. I was like, Yani, you should have asked me when I entered. Where have you been? Have you traveled? But you didn't.
You just went straight to herpes.
Sina nguvu by then. Got medication. Told me nisipake kitu kwa skin for cause it's a burn wound. Don't touch it or wash it. And then he was like, hii hapa hivi pia nisiguse. Ikauke kwanza nitone, but akanipatia dawa. Nikapatiwa dawa mob. Nikamwambia hizi zingine ni za pressure. Nikamwambia mbona nipatia dawa za pressure? Akaambia hiyo pressure yako itakupea stroke. And you see, he's saying it so calmly, like it's nothing. Hii pressure yako itakupea stroke. Whatever yako juu. Akaambia, you think it's a joke, it's going to go high and you won't know, you'll be sleeping, it's going to kill you or give you a stroke.
Jesus.
And then he says it, yeah, doctors can. And then I say, like,
amezoea Annitah. Well, unajua it's a shock to you, for him it's an
everyday
thing.
I know. So I went home. I decided I'm not going to tell my mom about the pressure because it's going to get her worried. But then it hit me, my dad takes medication for pressure, so it could be, like, I am very prone to it, by the way. Nikajiambia nitakuwa poa. So ujue madaktari pia ni wachawi. This thing healed in 2 days. Like 2 days.
Out of Googling. After a Google search, you are cured.
I know. So ika reduce. No, the problem was, because I went to hospital on a Friday. Saturday I was good. Sunday I was not in pain. Pain ilisha. Monday, the swelling stopped. So I was glad the face is coming back to normal. I was like, yes. So to my cousin, we are not postponing our trip.
The itinerary is still itinerary.
We just remove the days of that. Tunafaa kuwa wapi Diani? Diani it is, tunatoka Wednesday. So in Monday, usoli imeanza kuisha. I'm like, Wednesday.
Mimi
Costa Rica. And my birthday shot. Yawa. Tuesday nimelala kwa kiti ni macho ikaanza kulia. Ikalia. No, I tell my sister, si ni venye inapona. Si ilikuwa imefura.
Sasa unarudi normal.
We treat ourselves, God. Until now I slept and woke up Wednesday morning. He said, no, venye ilikuwa imefura imesag.
Yo.
The eye had sagged, guy. You know, I think people should be given shock absorbers, kazagu. You know, I looked at myself again, I was like, I will not, the swelling to this, I remember that morning I held down and told God, God, uzinibidishe through the drama, overdo. Like, I'm not catching a breather.
Just go straight into it.
Like, I'm okay, I have made my peace with it. If you're killing me, I want to die comfortably. See, hizi, mara, kwanza macho haifungiki, I removed my t-shirt na macho imefunguka tu hivi. I was like, what the hell? I was shocked. Hiyo side nishtua. So when I got shocked, nikaanza kusikia uchungu kwa kichwa. I was like, I swear hiyo ni pressure. Hiyo saa nikoshua ni pressure yangu napanda. And I remember nikalala kwa bed nikaita sister yangu. Aki sister zangu wamepitia hii season. Nikamwambia macho yangu haifungiki. Akaambia, guy, umekuwa chongo, and then we laughed. Kucheka mdomo yangu ikaenda side. Now I called my cousin. My cousin is the craziest human being I know. Akuja kaniambia, guy, babe, kwani unaanza kukuwa disabled?
Guy. That's not that.
It's not funny. And I was like, God, don't tell me that. She was like, hey, babe, unaga tu mdomo imeenda side tunafikiria hizi tunapenia. I was like, I swear these ones are stupid. They're not even helping
the situation.
And then wanaitana tu waone, kai, hebu cheka tena tuone. I'm like, wow.
So anytime your mouth moved, it went side.
Huku, mdomo ulikuwa unakuja huku kabisa. It's not even funny. So we decided, the workers, are you in pain? So we called my friend, he's a big doctor, Mani. I'm so hi. Now, but you see him when I left hospital that Friday, he called me in the evening and told me, you're prone to Bells Palsy.
Oh.
But I never Googled what that is. I was like, prone angoa.
Inaenda diani.
Baby, I know, right? So I said, like, I think whatever you told me is happening. Let me send you an article, you read about it. Then you can understand. It's curable. It takes 2 weeks to 6 months, depending on the extreme of it.
6 months?
Nikamwambia, bro, mimi niko na plans za kupika sherehe weekend. Sijui ni nini unaniambia 6 months. And I took it very lightly. And when he told me, he was like, Annitah, I need to take this seriously. I was like, very funny. Akaambia, go, akaniandikia medication. Akaambia, you also need to go see a doctor. You need to see a physiotherapist. He directed me where to go. I lied to him, all right, I'll go tomorrow. Akaambia, Annitah, go today. Akaambia, sawa, nitaenda, God. Nani, mimi nisha book train ya jioni.
Uongo.
I swear. I just not to tell anybody in the picture ameniambia. I was like, if I tell them, they wouldn't let me go anywhere. And then I was hiding from my mom. So I lied, wana kichwa ndio nimelala the whole day. I don't know, mothers have this weird instinct. So when we were packing to leave because we were leaving the evening train, my mom tells me, simama hapo, kaa polisi. Hebu toa hiyo kofia. She talked to me, I was like, mbona mdomo wako unaenda ka? My mom was like, Hana. Mbona mdomo wako unaenda kando? Unaenda wapi na mdomo inakaa hivyo wewe? I don't know, para ni side effects niambo ndapona by kesho. Hana. Kai. Uzuri ya notice macho haifungiki. Katoka nikaenda kwa train. Mamangu alikuwa sister wangu anitext ananiambia akiungeenda. Madhe ako na stress kama
ata relax
tu.
Hey, yani bado ulienda tu.
Nikaingia kwa train. Acha niwaambie by the time nifike Costo, nilikuwa nimeokoka, backslide, nimekumbuka words za CJ ya Temo, nimeokoka tena, nimekumbuka Pastor Lai because I started having migraines in the train.
Oh no.
And I had painkillers but they weren't strong. The painkillers the pain was paining now. Now I'm back to actually extreme pain. I remember my cousin saying, I wish tunaweza fika tupate train inarudi.
Oh, mrudi tu.
Turudi tu. She was actually now scared. She was like, you in pain, I know you're in actual pain. That's not a joke. Nilikuwa nimepiga magoti kwa SDR nikiimba.
Hey. Wewe ndio ulikuwa entertainer.
Hey. And there's a lady who was sitting there akaniambia naweza kumassage. So I was like, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Acha niambie sio mtu kando na mafuta yako kuna tabia hivi. Touch me. Kufika I was so sleepy. Tukafika nimeambia kazini yangu twende tunalale. Kufika kwa joto ya Mombasa akaniambia hello was usingizi negative. I was supposed to go to the office that day and pick my laptop. Nothing. I didn't go anywhere. I'm in pain. I can't move. I'm in the house. My cousin is like, baby, unataka nini? I want the ocean. Akame, you're a lunatic. You're in pain.
You want to live here and go?
Went to the hospital. No, I took the thing seriously. I was like, let me go see a doctor. Went to hospital in Mombasa. Went to the hospital. And the doctor was like, you were asked not to travel and you traveled. Does that even make sense to you? Nikamwambia, I am here now and I am sick. So are you going to help me?
You ishapita.
Ishapita niko Mombasa and I still have to go back to that Nairobi by the way, because I'm not staying here. Hapa sina watu. Everybody's in Nairobi, you know. Akanipatia dawa akaniambia one pressure yako bado iko juu. Akaniambia hata haijapunguka, you're actually walking on very inatokaje
eggshells.
Thin line yani unacheza na afya yako sana. And you see by then nilikuwa tu na siku nimeanza kumwona huko. Akaniambia you'll get a stroke as a joke. And she was an Indian lady. Akaniambia the problem with you, you're strong. So you're thinking you're okay. Your pressure is still high and you're still walking around. Your pressure is high, you took a train. Your pressure is high, you came to a place with heat, you're changing.
Unakiuka kila kitu.
Yeah, she was like, everything the doctor asked, you did the opposite and you think you're going to be okay. Akaniambia, you see your face, it's going to take a long time to get back. That's the first thing you need to do, accept it. It's going to help you reduce your anxiety. It's going to help you reduce your pressure. She was like, do you want to take anxiety meds? I was like, no.
No, don't add anything else.
No, yeah, niko na chemist. Let's work with this chemist. So she was like, I'm going to give you stronger painkillers. Hey, I was like, yes, hizi painkillers zitazoea hii mwili. Nikatoka hapo akaniambia, you need to go back home. Kaambia, okay. Tukakosa train. Nikamwambia kazi namtole Diani siku moja. Go.
Had Diani?
Diani. Some camping site by the beach, man. I won't lie to you. I went through most of the pain there, but it was worth it. Wow. You're dying, you're like, I'm going to die happy. Wallahi billah, I'm dying by the ocean. I started getting spasms of pain when I was there. And I remember one was so bad. It went for like 5 minutes. Someone is hacking my head, yeah? Like with a power saw. And once it comes, I'm out of it for like 10 minutes. Like, nani uchungu. Yani nilikuwa nakuja, I need to hold on to something because I'm going to fall or I'm going to bite. It was extremely painful. My cousin is regretting it. Like, was it even worth it? But for me, it was worth it. I told her there's something that I did that was worth it. It was that trip to the beach. Because I got to sit there in my sickness. I had shaved my hair bald. I was going through it. Then I was going through it.
Right? You shaved because?
I felt like the hair is the reason I was feeling pain. You know, you wake up, I removed my piercings, I removed my tongue piercing, I removed all my piercings. I was like, this demonic
piercing. These vanity things, these are not part of me. Hizo ndo kasema, hizi ndo zinaleta shida.
Karibu nijitoe mimi mwenyewe kwa hii mwili, niseme I want a new body, you know. So I came back home. When I came back home, we came back on a Monday. So Tuesday, I was talking to my daughter and then I got a spasm of pain. So I hit the bed and I fell. And my daughter was shouting, calling my mom. And my mom was so scared. And she was like, you need to go and see another doctor.
Yeah.
So I told my friend, give me another doctor. Go see. You remember that doctor? I go see that doctor. So I went and saw him. And he was like, masikio ni ya kurembesha uso. This is beauty. These are earrings. And she told me to go for physio. Ushepigishwa nduru na mwanamke ambaka you're like, madam, it does not work that way.
It's not supposed to be you.
Because she told me if we don't work on these nerves, you will get an actual stroke.
Shit.
But therefore, I think it's when it hit me, shit.
It's getting real.
It's real. So I came back, went and saw a doctor. So he was like, you need to see a neurologist. I was like, it's expensive. I can't be able to find you a good one. Because he was like, this is nerves. And you're thinking, I miss that neurologist. I went and said, I'm going to read about Bells Palsy. And then I went and Googled on Facebook people who've had it. Well, I invested time in it. I watched videos because the Chinese ones, people who recovered, how fast they recovered, what they did. So I went and told the doctor, I read, alicheka, aliambia notes. I was like, yep, this is how much I read about it. Yes, because I really want to get better. I can't eat. First of all, the only thing I used to take is yogurt. Niweke yogurt, nishike mdomo, niweke, nijishike hivi iteremke.
Are you serious?
This whole side is dead. It can't drink anything.
Oh my God.
I can't pull a straw because my muscles are not working.
On this side,
you get like, siwezi shikilia straw. Unless nishike hii mdomo, nivute na it's not working.
Shit. That
I
was
put
a
water,
lot.
it spills. Like it will definitely spill. Like ile na ukinichekesha sana itadrool, like mate itatoka hii side haiwezi control. The whole of this, it took me 2 months niache kumwona hii tonsil, like literally it was really painful.
Yani this whole part decided.
No, it was dead. Like hadi sahi hizi meno za hapa mbele ziko, they are so sensitive. Na kujara nikula mahindi nikasikia chungu, was like, for heaven's sake, ni mahindi, you know. You get angry, you know. And you tell yourself you won't get frustrated, but you will. It's small things. I couldn't wink, like I couldn't do.
I remember telling us what, because my guys I can wink now.
I was like, I couldn't even do this to a guy. You know, it's not even funny. I couldn't kiss a like Jehovah, is it gonna get any better? You know, my nose couldn't move. This side couldn't feel anything. No, it affected the other side. I couldn't smell anything. You know, couldn't taste anything. So when I went, the doctor was like, 1, physiotherapy. 2, you do therapy on your own, exercises. Imagine someone telling you facial exercises. You're like, what do you do with your face?
What does that mean?
You do this. Because nilikuwa nafanya hivi, hii eyebrow inapanda, hii haipandi.
This was an exercise?
Oh, it was heavy exercise. Because this one is not going up. So you have, this side is so tight. Up to date, when I do this, it's still tight. I can feel pain. Yeah. Kwanza kasa hii baridi imekuja. It has, the last one with this part has been showing me pepe. It is like, we got you. And you know.
That's a lot, Annitah. You're in such a short span.
I know. And then it affected the ear now. Wata usiwe igonjeka masikio.
Masikio kitu inakumanga unaisikilia.
Aje kusikia nililose balance, nilikuwa naanguka.
Oh yeah, by the way.
My last born sister, there's a day she laughed. I was like, you're an evil child. Nilianguka kwa skuma, boom!
Now when you say it like that, I mean, nacheka.
She didn't, anichukue ama acheke, so kwanza anicheka, you know. And then she was like, hey, wacha kutoka nje. It was not funny, but then, I didn't have balance. But it's si funny, like ni funny na si funny, because everything changed.
Like this, every day you wake up with something.
I look like a special needs person. You can't shout near me. Oh my God, I'm going to lose my head. And what broke my heart the most, I couldn't listen to music. Because in every madness I'm going through, music is everything for me. I'd be like, I'm going to put such a sad song. I'm going to go inside the sadness and go. It helps me go through somehow. I'm going to put on amazing
you sent me songs. I remember even when I was going through my worst, you sent me songs to tell me, listen.
Listen to the songs. They get you through it because you cry. No, I couldn't. I was like, Lord, you have taken away everything.
Honestly.
And I told God, you've actually taken, like God took away everything I thought I had. He took away the friends I thought I had. He took away the life I thought I had. He took away the name I thought I had. He took away everything. The face I was using to say that this is my face, this is who I am, then he took that away. Because I think that's the one thing I had holding on to. I'm Annitah Raey, the face is Annitah Raey. Then that's it. He changed it. I am bald. My eye won't close. My face is sideways. I don't know what to do. The doctor says it can just be fixed. I am not a patient person. I hate being sick. No, I can't go anywhere. I can't do much for myself. I can't cook. The heat is going to affect me.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I can't cook. It's going to affect me.
And then you love cooking.
Imagine that. So I can go to the kitchen. I'm uncomfortable in front of people because you're going to make noise. You're expecting me to be okay, which I am not. So spending a lot of time in the bedroom. My mother, oh my God, in that house, the prayers that were held. Why?
What was your mother feeling at this point? She's thinking
my mom said she thought
dying.
My mom was so sure I'm dying.
Oh,
like my mom
really?
said, she actually literally kept seeing me dead. Because I was really sick. And my mom was like, you're acting so strong, but I think you're dying. Because you're not getting better. You know, I'm refusing to leave the bedroom. I don't want to be seen in public. I'm like, why do you want me to leave the house and go? What am I going to do? No, just leave the house, go for a walk. I don't even have balance. You're planning nianguke tucheke tena ama what's the plan, you know?
Because kuma sasa za wenyewe.
But you see my sisters, my cousin decided this is funny. And my cousin is my best friend. She was like, me, I'm not going to be the one who makes you feel like you're dying. I don't have a pity party for you. So I used to talk and she tells me, Kikuyu, rudisha hii mdomo na uko amanigonge. My cousin is crazy. There's a video she took of me, posted on TikTok. She was like, what? Nione mdomo ikienda kando, nitaifunga hivi na waya niweke kwa hii masikio ingine. My cousin used to threaten this mouth.
Poor mouth.
I sleep and she comes and closes the eyes and tells me, nitakuweka selfie pwe.
Funga macho. So for the longest time, your mouth and your eyes, that was your, what do I say? That was your sign for Bells Palsy.
Yeah, because the eye was sagging. Hivi, iko huku afu ni kikubwa na kanikaa mse ako stoned na ako mirai and everything. Like this eye was huge. I saw it, I was like, why would it be so big and it's the sick one? Like, it's supposed to be small, you know. Actually, I realized if you check almost everybody who's had Bells Palsy, their eye, it's still bigger than the other and it's sagged. Like, you see the way this eye is here, you find it's a bit sagged, yeah? And also a bit of this, you'd think someone has maybe a growth, nyama ina sag kidogo.
But Bells Palsy is a form of a stroke, you know?
Yes, it's a form of a stroke.
Damn.
It's a paralysis.
A paralysis, that's the word I was looking
it's a
for.
paralysis.
Damn, so true to what the doctor told you.
Me, I'm telling you, I said if I ever see that doctor, I'll just hug her. Like, I will never argue with a doctor. I am not a doctor. If a doctor tells me I need a jump, I'll be like, how high? Because me, I'm stubborn. Yeah, I'm very stubborn and I believe I'm going to get better. You know? So at the end of the day, I think the hardest part for me was losing my face. Pictures zikipigwa, you're like this. Someone came to visit me at home and all they did was take a picture and post it online. For them, it was good. They told people they're still my friend and they saw me, right? But then I truly didn't want my picture online.
Yeah, you didn't want that. Because, I mean, the fact that you talk a lot on social media like this, at that point, you were silent. That shows you something. I don't want to be out there.
And I saw the picture. I was like, wow. I actually screenshotted it and shared it on my status. And my sister was like, why are you being mean? I was like, she wants the world to know she came and saw me, then you came and saw me, then that's all right. Why the hell would you post the picture that I've not posted?
Yeah, why are you announcing my problems?
So,
yeah.
I think a week later after that is when I went to hospital for checkup. I was in a vest. And then I met someone I know. And I realized they are definitely recording me. I was like, you have taken a lot of things from me. You're not taking my disease from me. I will own it on social media. I went on TikTok and told people I'm sick. That person even commented and laughed. I was like, I knew you were going to take it to a blog. I was so sure you were going to take it to a blog. And I know there are blogs that don't care. They'll be like, it's Annitah Raey. She's sick. Oh my God, that's breaking news. Sadly, they would have broken the news, yeah? And maybe I was not ready. I wasn't ready to talk about it, to be honest. I didn't share my sickness because I was ready. I shared it because I knew someone else was going to share it.
And you'd rather share it.
And I would rather own my story. It is my sickness. And then people are like, oh, she has cancer. Oh my God, she's dying. But someone told me, rest in peace, man.
No, you know, like... where I'm saying where I'm so shocked and I'm like, this person, whoever took the picture and shared, is so evil, because even for you to share it, it's going to take a lot of you.
Yeah.
And when you shared it, you were sure it's going to come and hit you badly from these talks out here. Of
course.
Because you're not a really
I'm not
sweet
loved.
person.
And I'm not loved.
You are loved, but you're not a sweet. You're a very truthful person. And the harsh thing is truth.
I keep saying, if I really wanted to be loved, I would have never spoken. If you never speak, you'll be loved, because you never say anything. But then I have said some things in social media that have rubbed people the wrong way.
I.e.?
Short men deserve less. Broke men should not be sweating on anyone's child. I'm okay being a second wife. Your husband is our husband. I've said things that Ike men, you know. But you see, it doesn't bother me because that's my opinion. And the day we understand everybody has a right to opinion, you don't need to subscribe to mine. If it takes you, it's because it's true. I don't know you're short. I don't know you.
Umeweka tu.
Nimeweka tu Twitter kwanza.
Public.
I don't know you're broke. I don't know you. You know you're broke, you.
That's why
the problem comes. So I knew by the time I post it on social media, mostly, especially X, Twitter, yeah? They will come hard on me. Because that's the only place people can use pseudo accounts to come at you. So I knew they were going to come hard. So that's why I wasn't in a hurry. And when I put it on TikTok, I started on TikTok, and what made me cry is that the love my Facebook family and TikTok had was overwhelming. Inbox says, Annitah, I had this disease. Sweetie, you're going to be okay. You get, like, TikTok and Facebook gave me so much love and support. Like, my friends on Facebook, my fans on Facebook actually started a WhatsApp group. Like, they were like, I know, for real.
Friends of Annitah.
They actually call themselves that.
Yeah, for real. You know, those are things for, like, when someone is dead. Where?
I don't know. They were like, no, we want you to know you're not alone.
Okay.
It's a journey. They were like, one of them works in hospital. She was like, I know this is a journey, and you need to know you're not alone. It's going to get better. You're going to go through physio. You're gonna get better. It was really sweet. So once I was okay, back on my feet, mdomo imerudi sawa, iko kando.
Uko shh.
Ama siko shishpit. I posted it on Twitter. Hey.
Waliamka hivi.
Hey, the broke men woke up.
The broke and short.
And you see, I read some of the comments accident. Uraije tuko ETL utaziona, si tunazitafuta. Because I posted and left that. I didn't go online that day. I came back, I was trending at number 1 because it was like,
I also saw it and I was like, why is Annitah trending?
This is the beauty of it. They wrote my name right. Thank you. I was trending number 1 without making extra tweets. It was just 1 tweet and I was trending at number 1.
And you were not naked,
And I didn't show my booty. I didn't show my boobies. And I didn't get sexual. I just told you people I'm sick. It shows you, one, how messed up we are as society. That people are waiting for your downfall to celebrate it. That's the truth. That's the truth, actually. Never forget that. No matter how big you are, Kipchoge just was some troll. No matter how big you are, 90% of the people are waiting for one mistake.
They come at it like
to show you you're less than them. They want you to be equal. They want you to be less. Number 2, it showed you the friends you don't have.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Yes. Because I have friends who called me. Like, by the way, mimi nimetoka kutukana na Twitter. I'm like, mbona tukanana?
For you.
Mimi mtu atakwambia hivyo. My sister, I have a bonus sister. She's called Bobo. Bobo was worked up. She was not even in the country. Babe, me, I'm even praying for these people because I can't fight.
Hawezi tukana. Let the armor of the Lord work on you.
She was so worked up. I was like, relax. Usipigane na mtu Twitter. And she said, why are you not pissed? I was like, because I posted on Twitter as the last page. I'm ready. 1, I'm not going to read the comments. Number 2, I have never tweeted and tagged anyone on my tweets. Unless I'm congratulating you, celebrating you. I've never said, at Lily, you're this and that. I come and say, if you're a broke man, you have no business sleeping with women, go make money. I did not say, Kamau, you're a broke man. I did not say, Onyango, you're... If Kamau and Onyango are offended, it is not about me.
It is about them.
It is about them. So when you come on my timeline and tell me I'm not going to get married, I have an ex-husband. That's a whole trophy. I don't even want one. You come and tell me I'm not going to keep kids. I have kids. If you tell me I'm not going to have a man, I have your man. So you cannot threaten me.
Excuse, you cannot just go, Mom, oh my God.
You cannot just, women are coming at me, you never get married. I don't know why people think those are
things you want.
If you have followed my life, there are things I've had and there are things I don't feel like going back to. So at the end of the day, me being trolled, Kitambo, honestly, Lily, Kitambo, I used to cry when someone trolls me. I used to feel like, what gives you, I have a temper problem. Yeah? Only one person I answered in that whole fiasco, only one person who came and told me, oh, you're so ugly, your kids should be ashamed you're a mother. And I told him, if you post a picture of your mom, exactly the way she is, I'm going to have an argument with you. And he blocked me. He blocked me. Because I refused. I told him, I'm not going to insult you. Just post a picture of your mom. You know, if my kids should be ashamed of me being their mother, you know, I want you to post a picture of your mom. Then let's argue from that basis.
So people are calling you ugly because of the scars that were there.
You have scars now. You look like a man. I'm like, I would want to look like a man. Hell, I wanted to look like my dad my whole life. So you telling me I look like a man is not an insult? No, for real. I never take that as an insult because I adore my dad, you know. So if you tell me I look like my dad, I think I really wanted to be a boy my whole life, you know. So I'm like, I want to be masculine. That's a good thing. So it's not an insult. When you tell me, oh, you don't look feminine, oh, hauna haga, nakaga na mgongo. What wahala insults are these?
So unnecessary.
I keep telling people, insult with something concrete. Like, if I didn't like, you didn't like something I posted. Guys, unfollow, block, unfriend. Why are you camping at my page every day to remind me you don't like me? Who has a problem with it?
So Annitah, these insults, because I'm thinking, to be honest, I'm at my lowest is I am sick. My lowest is my face, the one thing that I love has gone deep down.
My skin.
Then somebody's coming to tell you ugly. Those things aren't affecting you?
E-time apana. I swear, I'm telling you, everybody was already E-time, even a bit. It didn't bother me. I laughed. A calligraph nearly checker. Even when the calligraph asked me, "Are you better now?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm better." It was funny. It was really funny, you know. They didn't imagine this time round. Akuna, like I swear, nothing.
Damn.
Because people are insulting me. Listen, everybody was like, "Oh, you have a broken mouth now." The mouth was already back to normal. It's not broken. It wasn't broken. Oh, who's broke? There's a guy called Dremongi. I remember him because his trolling had the biggest likes. So it kept popping up on the TL, yeah? And he said, now who has a broken mouth now? Can you speak straight?
Okay.
Dremongi can speak straight. Now who has a broken mentality now, you know? I don't know him, but I remember him, yeah? I remember that's one specific one because it had the biggest number of, and everybody kept sharing it, kept coming back to my TL. And you see one thing, I don't know you, I'll never know you. And if you think you can affect, it doesn't feed me, fund me or F me, why would it bother me?
I swear, that's why I am always saying Twitter or rather X is not a space for me, because it's so bitter. You'd wake up in the morning, the sun is out, but these guys will bring the moon in your life.
They will bring darkness.
Like, it's so dark, and I'm like, I don't want this. And anyway, I'm glad you're back to normal and you can speak your mind out and tell people.
Twitter is full of people who are angry and bitter with their own lives. They want you all to be the same. So every time I read that you're boss, you by the way. And I want to respond back to you. You don't deserve my energy. You don't.
And now that, there was a life-changing situation in your life, something that you thought, this is it. I'm dying.
I am dying.
What do you want to do now with your life, especially with your career life? Annitah, we loved you on radio.
Let me tell you something. I really want to go back on radio, but then I want a specific show, which is very selfish, because I want a specific show. And I told God, if you're not going to give me that, then give me out of radio.
Oh. It's that or nothing.
Yeah, and it's very selfish to me, and also you don't give God conditions, but I told him, anyway, God surprises me. God, surprise. Funny enough, before that I had gotten saved, nobody knew about it. I stopped drinking, started going to church, and then I got sick. So I sat down with God, I was like, explain to me like I'm a child. When I was sinning and doing everything wrong in this universe. I had it all. I had everything, including good men. Now I am here. I have come to you, Lord, in your house, in your service, and everything is going south. I called CJ. I was like, CJ, everything is going south. Everything is going south. And he was like, you have to be patient and see what God is preparing for you.
Yeah.
So I've been patient. It's been 4 months now. I have 2 more months of medication. I want to bring back my podcast. I keep saying I want to do a podcast called, the first episode, saved or not, I'm still going to speak my truth. It's called Unloving Your Husband.
She does not shy away from saying that.
I am unloving your husband. So I want to do podcasts that still portray society as it is, but I also want to use my platform to let people know about Bells Palsy. I registered a CBO. I want to create awareness. The people who suffer from Bells Palsy, most of them hide. They think it's a disability. It's not. They feel like they can be able to do a lot of things. Because the women with a disfigured face, you don't want to show up. So I really want to push awareness on that. And also, I am really back heavily on mental health, because people are not mentally okay. I had left that, but I was like, let me do what I can in my space. So my career-wise, I want to surprise myself also. But I know the podcast is coming back full force in November, 100%. It's coming back. We're shooting a whole episode, so it's coming back. But then anything else, no other plans. Radio, I told God, nalenga ikikata basi nikubali nikuwe pastor.
Najua pale umetoka. Those places you have worked, because the thing is, I know you personally, so I know the places that you've worked have not been very, especially the last one was not very warm for you. Even you leaving, I remember calling you nikitafuta dako. Sema umefutwa kazi ama ni nini juu tunasikia umefutwa kazi Annitah.
I've never been fired.
So you left your job because of your mental health.
Wewe nilikuwa nakaa gaslightiwa mpaka unaona wewe ni mwenda wazimu. I went to the ocean and asked myself, am I the problem, or the problem is becoming a problem through me? I couldn't get it. Someone makes you feel like you're incompetent. You know what? Hata bila yeye huwezi shika your mic. Yeah, but I was like, I'm too talented.
You can't.
But I'm good with digital media right now. Nimesomea, nimepata 2 certificates from it. So I'm doing a lot of digital media, social media managing. It's a good space. It's polite, it's quiet, haina kelele mingi.
And haina stress.
Pressure.
I'm happy to hear that you have actually said since then you've not had any depressive space.
At once.
And there was a time it was a lot for you. A lot. Because again, I'm good to say that you are my friend. So I would talk and I'm like, damn, how do you help her? Because when we were working together, we were always happy. We were happy.
It was, let me tell you something, depression and suicide is something people will never understand till you go through it. So I always tell people, unless umeipitia achana nayo. The way people say, akani mimi ninge.
Wacha.
Depression, suicide, losing a child, losing someone. If you haven't been through it, live it. And even if you have been through it, situations are different.
People don't understand that your workplace can make you go.
And
I like what you've said that, because also there's a therapist who came sometime to advise us at work, and he said, if it's between your job and your sanity, sister,
Your sanity anyway.
Pick your sanity, pick your bag, and leave.
Please.
Words even from Annitah. She has said out of experience, not because she's a therapist or anything. It's out of experience. So, baby girl, other than the podcast, what else do we expect from you? What else are you? We've told us you're going to surprise us. And the podcast, we have like two. Let's give 2 months to the end of this year.
2 months.
Kuna rola show tutafanya.
Unless you want me dead. Relationships is still a no for me. That's why I keep saying your husband is our husband. I am not looking to have. I think people will never understand that I am okay with your husband. I don't want my own husband. It's too much. It's too much work. A man is too much work. A relationship is too much work. I don't want to be the one who does that. Let the wife do that and I just reap the benefits wrongly. It's not acceptable, but it's the most acceptable thing by the way in society. Yeah? I want to be doing, there's someone who wants us to partner doing mental health awareness spaces on Twitter, and I can call it X, by the way.
It's hard. We have to just wear bad.
Now Facebook, so I was like, okay, that works for me. So I'm sure in the future we'll be seeing a lot of those. ISO specifically, I've been doing them on Twitter, the Twitter spaces, yeah. So yeah, but I'm very sure I'm already taking a step back with my personal life one more time. I feel like I want to be in a space where my personal life is not in the limelight, but my work life, my podcast, iko huko nje.
So it's gonna be okay. You who's then thinking I'm at my worst now, Annitah is an example that iyo itaisha, another time is coming. Yeah, tell your people something.
If you're watching this and you watch this to the end, tumepiga udako.
Mad.
Number one, I left my mother's house at 13. I got raped at 15 in the streets. I sold drugs at some point. I slept on the streets. I got married at 17, had my son at 19, got divorced at 21. Unaona hizi alama? Nilikuwa napigwa na baba na lala hosi.
Guy.
Then I decided, you know what, I want to see life on a different face. I got depressed, went through all this. In 2019, I had adenomyosis. I lost my uterus. I have seen the worst of life. I have tried suicide more than 10 times, I can tell you, woken up in hospitals, woken up to do happy. And then one day I just woke up and decided I want to live this life. And it does get better. CJ Atema bought me a Bible in 2020. He asked me, what do you want? I was like, I want a Bible. He was like, are you sure? I was like, I want a Bible. I want to read the Word of God. And I love that Bible to death because he told me, I can teach you the Word of God, but you have to learn God for yourself, you know. And it's been a beautiful journey of understanding. It does get better. I have gotten to a point where I don't get panic attacks. I don't get anxiety attacks. I can sleep without fear, like someone is going to attack me or I'm not safe. That I can actually sleep is a big deal for me. Juzi nilala nikakosa kusikia mtu akiingia kwa nyumba, I was like, "Kichaofa nitabeba siku moja, it's gotten there, I can sleep."
That's deep sleep.
It doesn't matter what situation you are in, you need to understand. As long as you're willing, it does get better. You have to will it. You've been beaten somewhere, it does get better. You live and it gets better. You're dying somewhere, you want to die, it does get better. And don't live for anyone. I don't live for my kids. They are human beings on their own. I don't live for my family. For me, I wake up every day. I've been doing something called gratitude for the whole of this year. And I'm sure you've seen on my social media, I'm always grateful every day. I look for one thing. I'm grateful for my eyes. I'm grateful for one thing every single day. And it's changed my life. So don't look at what you don't have. Look at what you have. You have you. And that's more than enough every day. All right? So it does get better 100%. Yeah, it does. It gets better, Kamsa.
Gosh, that's like a therapy session. I need to pay you. That part is really therapeutic, and I'm so glad, and I can't wait. Anything that you need us to help you with, the Tuko family is amazing. You guys, when she releases that podcast, let's go through. I know that things you'll not agree with, but guess what? It's her podcast. It is her podcast, and she has the right to post her content.
Yes.
But yeah, thank you very much again for doing
so
that.
Much for
thank you for sharing and being very open. I know it's not usually easy to come because, again, I'm sure if this comes out, there are still going to be trolls.
Oh God, I'm ready.
Yeah, but I'm happy that you've done it and you've done it very well.
Thank you.
Yeah, guys, asanteni sana. Annitah, how can people find you on X? So weird. On X, but not trolling. People who are following her on now, there's no trolling. Tell us how to find you on your social media.
Annitah Raey, everywhere. Annitah.
Spell your name because what Annitah
Raey. Akiru is my Turkana name. Annitah Akiru Raey on all social media. Even my podcast, The Blunt Truth by Annitah Raey, is the same, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Haya, asanteni sana guys. My name is Lily Ashan from Annitah, na tunasema bye.